Okay, I think it's a lovely spot.
It's very nice.
It's a lovely spot. I think it's time to test the ground sheet.
Oh! Oh my goodness.
I captured it off an enemy soldier. There you go. Sort of works.
So this is the ground sheet cape.
Yeah.
Schutzstaffel.
Yep.
It's clever, isn't it?
Really good. I still haven't quite worked out how you wear it, but there's your seat.
Oh,
Race you, Murray.
I'm just going to try and try it on, but okay.
What? All right, all right.
No, you said race me. Oh no. My confident dropping of the...
Damn you. Something's wrong around. Hold on. Oh, there we are.
Here we are. Oh, damn. Well, you won that one, Holland.
Yes, I did, didn't I?
Right. And now, I
don't really know I've got my ground sheet out now.
I do. Because you own an extremely cool piece of kit.
Okay.
And you're not afraid to show it.
It's time for our old friend,
Hexy burners.
the Hexy burners.
Now.
Hexy burner.
Hexy.
And I think today...
So Dutch and I decided to brew. Make a brew. It'd have been a hard day. Looking for loopholes in French farmhouses. Oh, I forgot to press the tit. Absolutely, 100% of my father. I think my father said, "You press the tit." Dad, 2024, Dad.
Come on, there's no breeze today, there's no excuse.
There's no breeze, there's no excuse. Fieldcraft. Fieldcraft, does a soldier make? Let me have a go.
No, I am.
Other way round so the wind blows towards it, Al. Come on, Al. We've covered this. There we go. Oh, you absolute piece.
Well, to be fair, there is suddenly, now that we started to try and light something, a breeze.
Yeah. There we go. Oh, Pyromania. There we go. Go on. Go on. Go on. Bring us another firelighter, Jim. There we go.
I think we're off.
Up there, it's on the way.
Right. That's working.
There we are.
Perfect.
So
We
Jim,
haven't cleaned our mugs, but that's the sort of thing you don't do when you're out in the field, is it?
Jim, you in your many. I'm not Michael Parkinson about to ask you, how you got the part in Zulu, by the way. Tell me, how'd you get the part in Zulu? You have done an awful lot of what we just did of getting accounts, getting books, getting maps, and then sort of trying to triangulate the history, the event with what the accounts tell you. Is that how it often goes? Because we found it and we figured it out from the descriptions. I'm pretty sure we got that right, unless the account has got Mézières is this side of that road.
Yes.
Unless it's the houses the other side of the road, but it's not.
It's
right?
not.
It's not. So we were in the right place.
Oh, and we've got a map which suggests that the attack is coming from that way, but that makes no sense.
It doesn't really make
it.
It doesn't seem to make any sense.
No. We have to be in the right place, because also there's that big thing where he says. So first of all, you're looking for little things in the accounts which kind of marry up to the buildings that we're looking at.
Yeah.
So if it says there's going to be loopholes in the buildings, then there's need to be loopholes in the buildings. And what that needs to be is little apertures, little windows.
That leaves a trace, doesn't it, in a building, even after 80 years? Because to cut through those stone walls, because these will be big, fat, thick stone rustic walls, won't they? To cut through those walls, you're going to leave a mark, aren't you?
Yeah, completely. So the fact that the buildings where we first went into the village, they didn't have those loopholes on.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you've got a problem already. Second, it's the wrong end of the village.
Yeah.
You know, if you've got a whole battery over there, what you want is the men that are manning that battery.
Yeah.
You want them fairly near, so that it's got to be that end of the village.
Yeah.
The clincher though is the earthen mound with the hedge on top, and then the field.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's the only bit where that works.
Yeah. Yeah, and the thing is,
you put it all together.
But the rest of the 1st Battalion 502nd, they're fighting on the other side of the road. They've got other stuff going on, so they don't.
It's asymmetric warfare that's going on at this time. It's not kind of battle lines. It's all kind of all over the place. And although on the map that we've got, it looks like it's coming from the east into the village, they can't be. They must have approached the village from the south or something.
Yeah. And is there? I mean, you know, that's kind of one of my first ever bits of from a book discovery.
Yeah.
There's so much of that to do, isn't there? Though.
Well, I remember that. You know, a recent thing I've done was when I was at the Salerno battlefield, and I was trying to work out why is it that the German armoured counterthrust fails.
Yeah.
And there's all these descriptions about these American field guns shooting into them and stopping them in their tracks.
Yeah.
But that shouldn't in itself be enough.
Yeah.
So what was it? So when you go to the ground, you realise that where the Germans are at this confluence of two rivers, the Selle and the Calore, that they can't see the guns on the field guns on the road because it's above them.
Yeah.
And the other thing is that they're never ever going to cross that river because it's too sunken.
Yeah.
So the banks are too steep. They're just not going to get, and they haven't got bridging equipment. They're just not going to do it.
Yeah.
So what's happening is the field guns are lobbing shells down on top of them effectively, and they just can't move. They're stuck there. And the reason they've made this mistake is because they've just looked at a map and they're thinking it's September, rivers will be low, be easily fordable, you know. And they've been told to do it in a rush. You know, they're there. They haven't done any reconnaissance. So they just go there and then they get stuck, and that is why that attack stopped. But you wouldn't know that unless you'd gone there.
Unless you'd gone there, yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is because everything we've looked at so far with the American airborne landing is about confusion and people not knowing where they are. The idea that map
it's going to be accurate.
It's going to be accurate.
Or might be inaccurate.
Or might be,
it shouldn't be a
possibility that it's inaccurate.
I have absolutely no doubt at all that is what's up. That the course that we looked at was correct, because that's the only thing that makes sense.
And also the battery is, you know, the battery's here, the crossroads is there, and the gun battery's here, the crossroads is there. So the barracks are, you know, it makes perfect sense that that's where the barracks would be, across the other corner, rather than further away.
Yeah.
I
also remember this time when I was reading a letter by Michael Howard, who later became Professor Sir Michael Howard, the great kind of author of strategic histories. He did, you know, several of the grand strategy official histories of the Second World War. Michael Howard gave me a whole load of letters, copies of letters that he'd written to his parents from Italy.
Right.
And it's a war north of Rome, and they're he says, and we crested this ridge. He said there was a tiny little hamlet, a few buildings either side of the ridge, and there in front I could see, you know, in the distance I could see the kind of the white kind of buildings of Florence in the distance, and in the foreground was the kind of terracotta roofs of a little village, and I can't remember what the name of the village was. And then beyond that was the kind of blue mountains of the Apennines, which we knew that we had to go. And I went,
that's impossible.
No. I'm sat there thinking, I'm looking at 100% the same scene.
Right, oh, okay.
It's 100%.
Okay.
You go, okay, yes, terracotta fields, yes, there's Florence, there's the blue fields, I'm on a ridge, buildings either side of me, tick, 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 every single thing. And you just think, wow, I'm on exactly the same spot. Right. It's absolutely amazing.
That's cool. That's cool, rather than the letters being him packaging it for his parents, he's actually telling them what's happening. That's amazing.
Yeah, he's just saying, you know, I came across as, you know, he's sort of literary type. It was absolutely brilliant. So yeah, and it's just, it's incredibly good fun and thrilling, and it's kind of detective work. You're piecing multiple sources together.
Yeah.
But what is enabling you to piece those pieces together is walking the ground.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so important. If you want to understand how battles happened, a book is never enough. You need more than that. You need to be on the ground, walking it, seeing how it all fits together, seeing why the parachute. But the last few days, we have completely understood why the 6th Airborne was able to do what it was able to do, despite the chaos. It was able to get to those bridges because it was really easy to navigate.
Yeah, the land was telling them where to go.
This is because I remember looking at those groupings and thinking, well, actually, those groupings aren't so bad. How come only 1,000 people were in the right place at 6:30 in the morning? You know, really? You know, all these guys are fit and young men. You know, they haven't got to go very far.
Yeah.
What the hell's going on? And suddenly you're here and you go, this is why, because you can't see diddly squat.
Yeah.
And you know, one hedge, you know, we've been going around this, and if you're unfamiliar with it and it's sort of dark, or even if it's sort of dawn, you know, and you're getting the first glimpse of light, it's still, you know, one hedge looks like another hedge, doesn't it? And one patchwork field with trees on the other side looks like another one. Oh, and there's some telegraph wires. Well, okay, that's a real
but by the same token as well, being up on the Breville Ridge, you know, the casualty figures, because one of the things that's interesting about 6th Airborne is, you know, D-Day goes well for them, but it's the fighting afterwards where, you know, 12 Paralus, what is it, 140 people in the Battle for the Breville Ridge on the 12th of June. When you get up there, you realise how important that piece of ground is.
Of course.
Which, you know, it's not just high ground, it's like high ground.
How high is my ground?
That totally dominates your view of the approaches to Caen. You know, watch yourself, Jim. Watch yourself.
Man.
There she boils. Lovely. Oh, crikey. There's a wary form.
I've got a
a
handkerchief.
No, got my tactical sweater on.
There's certain things I'm never without.
Yeah,
A writing implement, a toothpick, and a handkerchief.
I always carry a handkerchief. Yeah.